From the moment you land in Israel, scenery of beauty and history welcomes you. A history that is mostly rooted in the Holy Bible, way back during the reign of King David, King Solomon, King Nebuchadnezzar, and even the birth of Jesus Christ. For tourists visiting Israel, there are several places one can visit. But first things first, getting around Israel is nothing compared to Kenya. In Israel, the mode of transport within the cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem is buses. This has reduced traffic jams significantly. Here, traffic regulations are followed to the latter. The passenger buses are complemented by trains. For a country that is not as big as Kenya, the utilization of space and the building of infrastructure strategically to accommodate trains and better highways is to be admired. Yes, Kenya is 28 times bigger than Israel. Perhaps agriculture technology is not the only thing Kenya can borrow from Israel. Of great interest to most of those who visit Israel is the Yad Vashem Museum. The Yad Vashem Museum was established in 1953 near Mount Hezel in Jerusalem. Inside the Yad Vashem is the Holocaust History Museum, which was established in recognition and remembrance of those who chose to save their Jewish brethren from the then genocide during the Holocaust. Here, hundreds of names and pictures of the Holocaust victims are engraved on the walls. The Holocaust was the murder of 6 million Jews by Nazi Germany during the Second World War. On this day, President Uhuru Kenyatta toured the Hall of Names and Children's Memorial, where he took part in a memorial ceremony in the Hall of Remembrance.
We remember the righteous among the nations who risked their lives to save Jews from persecution and death.
President Kenyatta said, and I quote, "May God give eternal rest to all these souls. May we learn from this experience the cost of lack of tolerance amongst people and nations. We are, after all, children of one God." End of quote. Yad Vashem is the second most visited Israeli tourist site. Another tourist site of interest to many is Jerusalem City, which hosts several towns associated with the history of Jesus Christ, including Damascus, Bethlehem, Jericho, and Golgotha, also known as Calvary. The scenic view at Mount Olives is a favorite spot for many. From here, one has a very clear view of the city of Jerusalem. According to the Bible, Mount Olives was King David's escape route during the rebellion of his son Absalom, and was also one of the favorite places where Jesus Christ taught his disciples and the multitudes that followed him. At the foot of Mount Olives lies the Garden of Gethsemane, which provides a perfect environment for those who are looking for serenity and a breath of fresh air. The Garden of Gethsemane is also famous for being the last place where Jesus Christ prayed before his crucifixion. In this area, ancient buildings from the reign of King Solomon have been preserved. These walls, for instance, which are believed to have been built by King Solomon, remained intact when the Second Jerusalem Temple was destroyed. Despite the damage, these walls, and especially the wall commonly known as the Western Wall, and the buildings here attract visitors from far and wide. The stones here are over 2,000 years old, a characteristic considered a symbol of the strength and resilience of the nation of Israel. Should evening find you still roaming the towns in Israel, a quick stop at the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, which is near Tel Aviv, would be perfect to end an eventful day. The mountain where Jesus made his last prayer before he was crucified. And this spot right here is a perfect spot where you can see the whole of Jerusalem city, making it a perfect tourist site. Ruth Mutegi in Jerusalem, Israel.